Clark Lee joining us now. If you have a question for Coach, as always, use the raise hand function. Robbie, go ahead.
Hi, Clark. It seems like throughout the game, you guys blitzed a fair amount defensively, and then on the last drive, it seemed like there was a lot of rush three, drop eight. I'm curious why the change, and was there discussion about getting bringing more guys on blitzes?
Yeah, just the situation. They had no timeouts. They had to drive the field, and I think it was like a minute 36 left. We the strategy is to tackle the ball in bounds, is to drop eight and to make them check it down and try to keep the clock running. They had no timeouts to stop the clock. Obviously they were able to get some chunks, which certainly would we'll go back and look at that and say, how do we generate more pressure? The chunks kill you in those situations. You want to make them drive it methodically and use up all the clock and try to heave it up at the end for out of desperation. We weren't able to do that. I think we're going to see breakdowns in coverage. I think we're going to see plays that need to be tackled in bounds that we're able to get out of bounds, and we just didn't play well enough to the finish. But as far as the strategy goes, the goal is to try to defend both out cuts on both sides and to force the ball inside and underneath so that we can tackle it and keep the clock running. The clock was our advantage there, and we weren't able to do that.
Aria?
Clark, when did you know that Mike would be starting this week, and how would you evaluate his performance?
Well, we knew that early in the week that Mike was going to need to step up for us, and I felt like he did some things that gave us a chance to win the game. I thought we were more explosive today, which is something that had kind of held us back in the past. We were able to generate plays that went past 20 yards and 40 yards this tonight, and that was helpful to us. I felt like he was able to extend and find routes down the field. He was able to locate Will Shepard, and Shep was able to finish on some explosive plays for us. So there was good there. There's going to be a lot to clean up too. We weren't able to really get the run game going. That's both a product of an inability to get the push up front that we needed, but also maybe some decisions as we look at his game and critique it. So there'll be areas for him to get better, but I'm proud of Mike. I think he stepped up. I think he represented himself well as a competitor. I think he made some plays that we needed, and I felt like he put this team in a position to win the game, and that's all we can ask of him.
Lou from the state.
Coach, were you surprised that Coach Beamer, they brought in Zeb there in that final drive? And what did you see from him? I mean, obviously Luke's going the whole way, and then Zeb was able to come in there on that last drive.
Yeah, not surprised. I mean, I think he was doing what he felt like he needed to do to win the game throwing, and I want to be complimentary of South Carolina and Coach Beamer. They fought, and that's a character win for them. We've been on the other side of that one too this year, and they should be proud of that effort. I was impressed with the final drive. I think what I'm going to do is look at more of the things that we can do to be better rather than the plays that were made on offense. But I respect the way they finished the game, and certainly did a nice job coming in. Zeb did at the end there and doing what it took to win. Respect that.
Clark, what can you guys take out of this game going forward? Your defense played really strong for 50 minutes or so. Are there positives that you'll be able to leave here as you grow your program?
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's there are going to be a lot of positives. Our issue is stringing together a consistent performance. I actually thought we were way better in terms of our complementary football tonight. That's something I've sat and talked about after every loss. I feel like is how all three phases need to interlock in performance. I thought they did tonight. The takeaways on defense. Our defense is becoming disruptive. We knew they were capable of that. Those are things that you do to win games on the road, win league games on the road. So those will be points that we build on for sure. We're disappointed in the result, and it hurts. And we're a program that feeds off competition and that wants to win. I mean, that's why we're here. And so when you fall short, it's going to sting. But also, as we are a work in progress and we are becoming the program we know we can become, we'll find ways that this is also a step towards that vision too. And that'll be after we unpack the game and we're able to watch the film and able to meet about it and then move on from it, and we'll be better next week. So there are aspects that we'll be proud of. There are things that we'll look at and know that we have to do better, and we will keep moving this program forward towards a vision, which we're excited for.
Chris Harris.
Hey, Coach, you kind of answered my question. I was just going to ask what your message was to the guys after they were so close to ending that 15-game SEC losing streak right there.
Yeah, we don't worry about any 15 games, or that's not what this is about for us. This is just about each time we get a chance to go out and play Vanderbilt football. It's representing this program the way we know it should be represented, and that's making the competitive decisions and playing hard. And they're disappointed, but the message in the locker room is, we have to own it. We own the fact that we came up short, and we don't like it, but there are no victims here. We take responsibility and ownership over it. That's coaches and players alike, and that starts with me. We certainly aren't looking at this in terms of the accumulation of previous year's games. This is about Team One. This is about what we're doing this season, and we're going to be disappointed in the result. We're going to let it sting for 24 hours. Then we're going to win the response, and we're going to put together an effort to allow us to be better next Saturday, and we can do that. And so these guys are, again, they're disappointed and hurt, but they know the better days are ahead, and we'll keep fighting and working, and we'll get there.
Bobby?
Clark, what exactly was Ken's injury, and what is the likelihood that he could be back next week, or I suppose what is his timetable for a return look like at this juncture?
Yeah, I don't want to get into specifics of the injury, but he's going to be week to week, and so we'll keep taking a look at how he's responded and recovering. And I heard for Ken. I know he wanted to be out there and wasn't able to, but we'll see how he responds and hopefully get it back as soon as we can. That's the goal.
Lou, did you have another?
Yeah, one more question. How close, Coach, were you to going forward on that fourth down when you decided to kick the field goal late in the game?
We would have gone for it had we gotten within one. That was kind of the thought process. We wanted to have the opportunity there, sending the offense back out to maybe draw South Carolina off sides to convert it that way. Just felt like at 5, the 6 points, sometimes playing for 6 is not necessarily strategic, but I felt like the 6 points at least gave us a chance to defend all the way to the goal line in the 2-minute drive. And had we gotten to 4th and 1, we would have gone, but otherwise we took the points and played defense.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, everybody.